Let's see now how to use in or a. You already know the use of a in the expression andare a plus the infinitive verb. For example, andare a ballare, no, like to go dancing, andare a mangiare, to go eat. You already studied this in the previous chapter. The same thing about in. You already know when to use in with means of transportation. Andare in treno, andare in auto, andare in aereo, andare in bicicletta, etc., etc. And you know when to use a with means of transportation. Andare a piedi, andare a cavallo. But now let's see something else. Let's see how to use the two prepositions a and in with location. Let's start with geographical location. So I mean like towns, cities, continents, islands. When I talk about geographical places, no, I mean those. Okay, it's easy to remember. It's a simple rule, even if it doesn't work 100%, but keep in mind as a rule. So you use a, and I'm talking about geographical locations with cities and small islands and towns. So, for example, in Italian, you say, no, like a Roma, in Rome, or you say a San Gimignano. In San Gimignano. San Gimignano is a town in Tuscany, in Italy. Oh, and then I also said small island. So, no, let me pick a small island. Okay, remember a small island in Italy is Lampedusa. So, a Lampedusa. Okay, so again, you use a with cities, with towns, and small islands. Now, it's not easy to define a small or a big island. Sometimes you have to guess. For example, you will see that Sicily is not a small island. It's not considered as a small island. So it doesn't use a, but use in. Okay, so let's talk now about in. In with geographical location. We use in for places that there are bigger than cities. So continents, nations, regions, and bigger islands. So for example, I could say in Italia. So means in Italy. In America. In America. Or as I said before, let's take a bigger island in Sicilia. Let's talk about a region now. Sicilia, Sicily is an island and it's also a region, but let me give you another region. In Toscana, Tuscany, okay, or even a state, an American state, no, in Colorado. Okay, so you see, you use in for locations that are bigger than cities. So regions, continents, big islands, states, etc. Now, as I wrote in the text, remember that island like Cuba and Santo Domingo, that they are big island. I don't know why. Maybe Italian, no, they think they're not big. Instead of to have in, and the rule tells you to use in with big islands, they have a. So they work as if they were small islands. So a Cuba and a Santo Domingo. Okay, so I gave you an example now to remember the rule. Io sono a Denver, and now in Colorado, and now in America. Okay, maybe you can remember this sentence to remember a with city and smaller, Denver, in bigger than cities, and we have a state here, Colorado, and in, yes, still bigger than city, and we have like a country or even a continent. Okay? Now, but a and in are also used with other places. I mean, not just only with geographical locations, but places like scuola, casa, piazza, biblioteca, classe, etc. Remember to use a in front a few words. Oh, this is very small. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so remember to use a in front of casa. So, for example, sono a casa. Or scuola. Vado a scuola. Sono a casa. Vado a scuola. It doesn't matter if you are, it doesn't matter if you go. If you have casa, you use a. If you have scuola, you use a. If you have letto, no? I'm in bed. Sono a letto. I go to bed. Vado a letto. Tavola. I eat at the table. Mangio a tavola. I go to the theater. Vado a teatro. Okay, so use a when you have these places. So casa, scuola, letto, tavola, teatro. For the rest, I suggest you to use in. Okay, so now like camera. Sono in camera. Camera is bedroom. Sono in camera. Okay. Sorry, no, I wanna. Okay. Sono in camera, or I go to the bedroom. Vado in camera. So it doesn't matter if you are or if you go, you still, and in both cases, you must use in, because you have camera, because in this case, yes, you have camera, or you have other, like nouns as biblioteca, library, etc. So in this case, remember just few words that required a, like casa, scuola, letto, tavola, and teatro. And for the rest, remember, to use in. This rule will give you the chance to guess 95%. You don't need to, memorize all the words that they can, maybe have a different solution. So just remember this as a rule. Use a with casa, scuola, letto, tavola, teatro, and use in with the other words. Okay.